The crowds forgot your name. The lights don't find you anymore. You trained for glory, got the rain. A soaked applause, a slamming door. No medals hang, no banners wave, just echoes in an empty cave. But in the dark, you heard it low. One more step and rise and go. They said it's over, walk away, like failure's final clean and neat. But endings lie, they twist, delay. The strongest roots grow under heat. You laced your shoes not for the crown, but just to prove you're still around. No sirens wail, no war is drawn, just you, the dawn, and what's unsung. The world's moved on, but you're still the song that's just begun. No borrowed fire, no lucky break. Just grit that time can't overtake. Feel the rhythm strong aligned. This is a comeback, it's red band. So let the doubt all fade and thin. The real fight starts with second wind. The mirror shows the lines you earned, not cracks but maps of where you've been. You don't need cheers to feel confirmed, just room to step and try again. The roar's not out there in your chest, and that's the sound that puts you first. But you win when you choose to rise again. Win, 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 win. Oh yeah. Win, win, win. To rise again. Win, 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 win. built in the lab, standing alone. From the frozen north, where the winter is king, I am the shadow that enters the ring. No emotion, no feeling, no pain, only the lightning that runs through my vein. The world is silent, the pressure is deep, a promise of iron that I have to keep. The needle's moving, the power is set, a vision of glory you'll never forget. Siberian thunder, the fire in the eyes, victory calls, but you pay the price. Driven by hunger, the machine never stops, fighting until the last enemy drops. It's the will of the iron, the cold light of day, high-tech rhythm, a mountain of green. I am the hammer, and I am the chain. One punch is a riot, 1,000 decibels. I am the truth that your history tells. You will lose, it's the only command. I am the giant that rules in this land. I must break you. I must break you! Siberian thunder, the fire in the eyes, victory calls, but you pay the price. Driven by hunger, the machine never stops, fighting until the last enemy drops. It's the will of the iron, the machine never stops, cold as the winter. If he dies, he dies. edge of town, tape lines on the basement floor, scream dreams through a cracked up mic, till my throat couldn't take anymore. They said kids are chasing shadows, but I've lived in the dark too long. Now the floodlights hit my face, and I know where I belong. I was built for the brink of the moment, for the tremble in your bones. When the world says stay silent, hear me shatter all those stones. Whoa, I'll rise like thunder, rolling across this sky. If I fall, I'll crawl and sprint back. I was made to try. Every dawn, I'll carry the thunder. Let the fear ignite the flame. I will rise like thunder. They're gonna remember our This is for the broken, for the almost, for the missed, for the hands that shook in secret, for the dreams they said don't exist. Raise your eyes, feel the rumble, let it echo through your chest. We're the ones they never counted, we're the storm that never rests. Yeah, we will rise like thunder, rolling across this sky. If we fall, we'll crawl and sprint back. We were made to try. didn't fight so hard, but I played every hand and I've kept every card. The thunder is calling, the sky's turning red. I'm silencing every doubt in my head. There's a rhythm in the lightning, a fire in my soul. Tonight I'm breaking out of their control. Heart of the storm, I'm born to be free. Nothing can stand in the way of me. I've got the power, I've got the light, shining so bright in the middle of the night. Champion of dreams, queen of the fight. I'm the heart of the storm. The road to the top is a long way to go, but I've got a secret that they'll never know. Every setback was a lesson I learned. Now I'm the flame that can never be burned. Watch me fly where the eagles dare. Victory's waiting for me everywhere. No more holding, getting started. Heart of the storm, I'm born to be free. Nothing can stand in the way of me. I've got the power, I've got the light, shining so bright in the middle of the night. Heart of the storm, yeah, I'm the champion. Yeah, I'm the The world is watching, the lights are getting dim. You're standing on the edge, looking deep within. The road was broken, the climb was much too steep, but you've got promises that you've got to keep. The fire's burning, it's reflected in your eyes. It's more than a fight, it's the will to survive in the middle of the night. in the strike. For the